So the following problem says to solve the system of equations. Now there's three techniques on solving systems of equations. There's solving systems by graphing, solving systems using substitution method, and solving systems using elimination method. Now, my preferred method is elimination, sometimes substitution. I tend to stay away from graphing unless it specifically tells us to do it that way. Now, taking a look at our system here, what I notice about this system here, specifically this bottom equation, it's already solved for y. Now, if it's already solved for a variable, that tends to mean that solving systems using substitution method is the best technique to use, because substitution method wants you to solve one of the equations for one of the variables, which we have here, and then we would take that and plug it into the other equation. Now, since this says y is equal to negative 2x plus 13, that means we can take this minus 2x plus 13 and we can plug it in for y in the other equation. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take 5x minus y, but instead of y, we're plugging in negative 2x plus 13, and then that's going to equal 29. And what we're going to do is we're going to solve this equation for x. So solving this equation, the first thing we need to do is distribute that minus sign on the outside of the parentheses. So let's drop down 5x. A negative times a negative is a positive 2x, and a negative times this positive 13 is a minus 13. And that's going to equal 29. Combine your like terms. 5x plus 2x is 7x. And drop everything else down. We only have one variable and it's sitting nice and pretty on the left-hand side, so let's take our number and move it over to the right-hand side. So let's add that 13 to both sides. Dropping down 7x is equal to, well, 29 plus 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 42. And then our last step is to divide out the coefficient, which means that we get x is equal to 6. Now remember, when we are solving a system, our solution is a point. Now we've got x is equal to 6, so we know our x value here. We still need to figure out our y value. So what we're going to do, since we know that x is equal to 6, we're going to take the 6 and plug it into one of our equations up here, and we're going to figure out what y is. So I'm going to pick the bottom equation, y is equal to negative 2x plus 13. And I'm going to take the 6 and plug it in for x and see what I get here. Now, negative 2 times 6 is a negative 12. And negative 12 plus 13 is a 1. So I got a 1 for our y. So we solved and we got that x is equal to 6. We substituted that in and got that y is equal to 1. That means our solution is the point 6, 1. That's it for this video.